Well, I am back. Let me just give this camera a little bit of a clean. There we go. I'm back with another video for you guys. I thought, why not go live today, because I've just finished up tattooing, and yeah, I thought I'll give you a shout. Actually, I thought, you know what, I've just picked this out, a Kendrick Lamar portrait, which I've always wanted to do of him. So I've picked this one out. It's pretty cool. These are my other, if you remember the 50 Cent portrait I did on fake skin, this here. It's now in a frame, so you can see that one. And then I did the Chris Brown as well, which is also in a frame. But yeah, that's come out really nice as well. And yeah, I just thought I did the Eminem as well, which is what this piece is going to be going on. It's not been framed yet, so this is the thing. But actually, I'll show you up to the light real quick. Just come around here. Yeah, this is the Eminem one I did last time out. So I'm just carrying on with this one. So I'm gonna basically stencil the Kendrick Lamar one up for you now, and then I'm gonna be popping it through a printer and then stenciling it probably up in this corner here. I'm gonna fill this big piece of silicone up with loads of portraits of my favorite rappers. So this is Kendrick Lamar. Bloody hell, it's very sticky. On the hit list. So yeah, I'm not going to be using this because this isn't that great for fake skin, but I'm going to give it a try again and see what happens. So yeah, I'm just going to pop you in the old thing. And we can go. I'm using Procreate, using an Apple Pencil. Kendrick is on my list too, my hit list. Or the tat list is what I'd like to call it. Yes, please smash that like on the video, guys. This is going to be pretty informative. First of all, I have to say, stenciling is probably the biggest thing, I think. I think it's actually bigger than tattooing in terms of how well your tattoo is going to come out. You can have the best technique in the world, but if you don't put enough detail in your stencil, you're not going to really get anywhere too fast. And it's not going to look that great. So what's going on, King Drift? I can interact with you guys today because I am looking at the camera as well as doing this. So yeah, like I said, the stencil phase is massive. It's probably the most important part for me to it's the most important part of the tattoo process that I like to do, because I like to get as much detail in as possible. I used to hand stencil, and since I've gotten this iPad, my tattoos have just gone to the next level, because I'm able to get more. Is this even on? I'm able to get more more details in my work. That's why. So yeah, just smudging this round, just creating a thing there to finish his hat off, because the picture was cut off there. That looks good to me. Might just pop it back down a bit like that. Don't want it too crazy. So yeah, so I'm using the iPad. Amazing bit of kit. And yeah, let's go. So I have at the top here, this is my layer. I'll just go back to how it was. So you go into pictures, you upload the picture into your Procreate, and then you the pencil I use to the brush I use, sorry, to stencil with is the inking one. and then I use the technical pen. Yeah, iPad and Procreate definitely changed the game. Do you know what? 100%. Then you go up here to your layers, you create a new layer, so it's a blank layer. So this is the layer you're going to be drawing on. So you want to make sure that this layer is selected and you're not drawing on the picture, because I've done that before where I've drawn on the picture and it's been the reference layer, and I'm like, shit. Yeah, not ideal. So yeah, get your layer, make sure it's selected, and then go to the brush and just cancel that like that. And we can crack on with this. What's going on, Surfix? Please smash that like button, please, guys. It'd be really good to get this out there. Also, I just want to show you this. Whoever watches this video, you're going to be in with a real treat, to be honest, because you're going to be, so you can see how clear this image is, yeah? Well, this is really zoomed in. You wouldn't zoom this in this much, but you can see how zoomed this in. Now, I've got an app I found on the internet called Rimini. This app here. This app is one of the best apps I've ever used in my 7 to 8 years of tattooing. Rimini, look, and this is how I did it. So this was my original reference. Wait, let's go back. How do you go back? So this was my original reference. Blurry as hell. You can just see the things. You can just see, like, but it's blurry, right? You know that. You can see that's blurry, yeah? Now this is after you've enhanced it. It uses our AI technology to enhance your references. So you can upload any reference into this, and then it will give you a before and after. And look how clear that is. Look how clear this app makes your reference. And then you can zoom out. So that's the original picture I uploaded. I was like, it's not clear enough. And that's, I mean, it's not much difference, but when you zoom in and try and go for like the eyes and the lips and stuff like this, and the hair, you know what I mean? Like all this is just sort blurred together. There's not really a lot of stuff. Look how good that is. That is insane. You know exactly where. So yeah, so that, my friends, is a secret. That's a very, look, please smash a like on the video if you found that useful, because that is a massive secret of mine that I've just given away. So yeah, it's called Rimini, Remini. I should be getting paid to do that, but I'm not. Just wanted to help you guys out. But yeah, Procreate again. So this is the image that I saved from Rimini, and I've uploaded it into Procreate. And yeah, there we go. So let's start stenciling this. Let's get on with the video. So for my stencils, I use a color. No worries, guys. I hope that has helped. I hope that's helped a lot of you, because it fucking helped me when I found out about it. I was like, wow. So yeah, I like to use like a color. I'll just pop this down. I like to use a color to like, obviously if you use black, if you're using a black and white image, you won't see your stencil lines, yeah. Cocaine Quarter, peace. Got War and Peace. Yeah, banging. Hold on. Yeah, so yeah, I like to use like the one down from. I mean, these are all my palettes that I've created when I do my stuff. But I like to use like a purpley or pinky purpley color, just so I can see where my stencil is on the picture. Obviously, make sure that layer is selected. Let's go back up. And yeah, I don't like, with sizing, that's probably a tiny bit too thick. So I'll just bring this down a bit, and I'll just then go round. And if you hold the line down, it will just sort of what's going on here? Whoa. Being a bit slow today, guys. That's what it is. like that. So yeah, just be really super careful with how you want to do it. Now this is where it gets a bit hairy. Just put the little hairs in. Not too much, but just so we can see where it's going. Also, I have to say, before doing the stencil, sorry, I like to go into the top here and then go into adjustments, which is the little wand thing in the top hand corner, and then you want to go to saturation. I mean, this is already saturated, but you can go down with the saturation. But curves is the one where it's at, and you can really manipulate. You can this grid pops up, and you can start to manipulate the image to pick out things you want and pick out tones and stuff like that. But to be honest, it's not too bad. The original image isn't too bad. Like, I'll probably use that. It's pretty perfect. So I don't need to change it. But yeah, I thought I'd mention that as well. Yeah, this looks pretty good in terms of size of brush. I'm just sort of picking out these little hairs here, coming around. You'll see me stencil this on this fake skin as well. Bloody hell. Come on, man. There we go. I just sort of like to work from one side and then go over to the other. You can zoom in as much as you want just to get it really nice and neat. Make sure, I always like to make sure that I'm on the layer, the spare layer, and not the actual reference layer, because that would be disastrous. Do you know what I mean? Watching live from South Africa, what's going on? And the AI photo enhancer app is called Rimini. It's called Rimini. It's about, I think I paid £20 or £5 or something for it. But I tell you what, guys, it is way, like, references for me, straight up, is the most important thing. Like, one of the most important things from you know, by being a tattooist. You need a very, very good reference. You need a very, very good reference picture, otherwise there's just no point. So we're just going around the outside here. Around the outside. Watching from Winnipeg, Canada. What's going on? Smash that like button, guys. 113 people watching. Let's get this video out there as much as possible to give people that knowledge that I've just said. So far so good. Just go around the image. I'm gonna actually do that bit again. Don't want to do that. I'm not picking out too much, especially on fake skin. There's a fine line between picking out too much detail and picking out like, not enough detail, you know. But yeah, if you don't have an iPad, guys, the first thing I would do before even getting a tattoo machine is buy an iPad. And the way I do my dashes is this. I know my solid lines are basically black, and my dashes are where I'm shading. So that's how I do my dashes. So I'll go solid, 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 dash, 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 dash. And that's how I know where I'm going to be shading. It's just something I've picked up over the years. Here we go. We'll just dash this out as well. What's the best iPad? I've got the latest one, so but yeah, I mean any iPad will do as long as it's an iPad Pro. You can use the Apple Pencil on it, then it's not too bad. I'm just doing random lines here because that's all it is. With a beard, you know, beards are random lines, so just fill the area up until, you know. Brazil in the house. What's going on from Brazil? Got this little line here, goes thicker here, and then goes into a thin. Double check I'm on the right layer again. It's just a habit because I've done that so many times where I've accidentally clicked it. Do the chain. Zoom out, see where the light hits. So I'll do this bit first, and then I'll just come through here like this. Very small details here. That's all good, that's all good, I know where that is. So carry on with the beard here. And it's pressurized as well, so if you go really light, that's a really thin line. And if you go hard, that's a thick line. See what I mean? So you can really manipulate how thick you want your stuff to be. It's not on the line. That's fine. Just adds that little bit there. So all this is sort of, and I'll need to do that, come through here. There's a few bits there. Like that. And again with the light here, just come in like that. So I know this part's going to be the lightest and this part I can manipulate. And this part will be pretty thingy. 60 likes on the video, guys. Thank you very much for the support. This is almost like a beginner masterclass really on how to stencil. Looking like a neck. It's looking like a neck. Thank you. Philippines, Newman Jesser. What's going on, mate? Now the mouth. If you want to see me tattoo this live, please smash that like button as well, because I'll be tattooing this really soon. I'm going to make sure it's dry though first. So you can see this in the lips. You've got some details here, so I'm just going to do this here. I'm going to do that. Do that like that. It's a tiny bit darker up there than it is here, so I'll just put that in. I like to get the lips in like this. And then we've got the nose here as well. What's going on, Iglis? Thank you very much. Nose. You could just put some tiny lines in this just to black it out. Top of this nose. Just dash that in. Dash that in as well. Like that. Dash this in. It's all shading. Dash this in. Does it make a difference if you have an experiment tattoo machine or a cheaper one? Yes, it does. Expensive one, yeah, it does. Definitely makes a difference. Cheap tattoo machines are good to use on fake skin and stuff like that. I actually use a cheap tattoo machine on fake skin, but it's not good to use it on real people because there's tattoo machines now like the Bishop Rotary. It's made in a specific way where it's you know, it's made to not traumatize the skin. What's going on? The iPad is the 12.9. Yes, it is the biggest one that you can get, I believe. I can't remember how much it was. I think it was about £2,000. It's about $4,500, but it's an investment into your work, you know. So I did outlay a lot of money, but it is what it is. It's taking my work to the next level, so that's why I made the decision. It's not right. Just step back from this as well. I like to just toggle this on and off as well, just to make sure I've got the right things. Make sure I'm back on that as well. Cool. It's looking good so far. If I do say so myself. Let's get this beard out of the way because it's kind of annoying. But I do like doing a beard. I'll just use a 3-round liner on this bit. As I'm doing this as well, would you recommend using the Fox 2 or still buy more? Yeah, Fox 2 is good. The Fox 2 is amazing. I love the Fox 2. It's one of my favorite machines ever. I'm pretty sure I used the Fox 2 on this M&M. I used the Fox 2 on this M&M portrait I did. So, yeah, and that came out really nice. You know, you can see that. You can see that come out really nice with the eyebrows and stuff. You know, really smooth machine. Yeah, man. Greetings from Get Toned for Tony, Spain. What's going on, Tony? Get Toned. I like that. I like that name. No, the eyes are the most important part. You know? I'm just picking things out now. What size iPad is best? I think bigger the better, to be honest. That's what she said. So look, if you don't bring your pencil up, it'll make a nice round circle, so you don't have to worry about that. We'll go thick here. Boom. It's looking good so far. Hi brother, thanks for sharing knowledge. How much art experience prior to tattooing you? I thought I was good at art when I was in school. I mean, I was very artistic. I was a very creative person when I was in school. But that being said, when I look back at my old artwork. I mean, I was only 15, so it's different, isn't it? But yeah, I would say you would need a lot of art background before, like light tones and dark tones, and where the lights, you know, shining in from and stuff like that. I would say you would probably need that in your arsenal for becoming a tattooist. I kind of cheated in a way where I just went straight into it, and to be honest, it wasn't the greatest idea to go straight into it without having to draw or really study art, you know. But you can't, like, because it just took ages for me, you know. And if you weren't naturally gifted at tattooing, like I think I probably have been in some sense, I just don't think you'll ever become a tattooist unless you have had a background in art. I don't think everyone can become a tattooist, you know. But I was just kind of lucky. I was very lucky. Like, it just kind of clicked. Like, I tried things out of the box, and it just clicked. And then I, you know, started to work with world famous tattooists and stuff like that. And over the years, just picked up some more tips and tricks and stuff. But I didn't start shading until about 3 years ago. So I've only been shading for 3 years. My original tattoo work was dot work and geometric. That was what I was known for. So now I'm a realistic artist, and I've had to learn from scratch. The brush I'm using is a technical pen. See that? Technical pen. You can see the settings here if you want to copy them. Screenshot them. It's just a 0 all the way there. Taper, size. You can see that it is a bit different to the stock technical pen, so screenshot this if you want. But yeah, I think, like, I mean, the grain's another one as well. You'll have to copy, because it's definitely worth the copy. Yeah, I think it's definitely made. It's definitely luck how I've picked it up so quickly, for sure. I think so. Oh, I hate that when it turns to the eraser. You know, there's people that want to make fast money in this game, and it's definitely not the industry to do that in. Let's just say that now. You will be, I mean, you know, you'll have worse jobs that pay more money than this, unless you can make it into a kind of a full-time thing, which is quite rare in itself to do that, I think. But having come from an artist kind of background, like, you know, I was doing it in school a lot and stuff like that, and it's definitely helped me along the way. I'm not going to put that in because that's going to confuse me. I'll just shade down from there. So I'm always analysing. I'm always analysing. I'm just going to rub this bit out here because I feel like he's got a bit of a bridge on his nose. No, he hasn't. I'm always analysing what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do the things that I'm stenciling. So I'm thinking, oh yeah, in here I could use a small mag, in here I can use a 5-round liner or a shader or something, you know. So I'm always like, I'm almost going through, like, I get the stencil period before my tattoo. I'm always sort of going through. It's almost like I've used this analogy before, where it's like an F1 driver. He goes through the track to sort of memorize his corners and how to take the race, and you know, almost gives himself like a practice run. That's why they have practices, right? To make sure the car's all good and stuff like that. It's the same as this. It's almost giving myself a practice run on what I can do here and there, and you know, I don't have to then wait days for it to, I mean, I'll do on this because it's fake skin, I have to wait for it to dry, but if I'm tattooing a person, you know, I'm giving it a practice run, so it's going to be fresh in my mind when I come to tattoo that person in about 20 minutes time. It's not quite on the line. With portraits, you really do have to be so monotonous to get it right. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to erase that, and I'm going to go to here. I'm just going to do that there. That's there, cool. That's there, that's there, that's there. Comes around like that. That's good with me. Let's do this eye. Hold the circle down. Make sure it's nice. Hold the circle down. Make sure it's a circle. Sweet. Right, I'm going to just do this bit in here as well. I'm very impressed with your level without any art background before. How deep in the game are you? I'm 7 years, mate, which isn't a lot, to be fair. Please more Procreate stencil videos in future. Yeah, I will. It gives me an opportunity to do like a Q&A as well as do this and teach you guys how to, you know, stencil properly and stuff like that. So you can kind of see it coming together a bit now. Yeah, it's almost like a Q&A, isn't it? I kind of like that. Very light bit there. Just picking out some bits. Always following the flow of the hair as well, remember that. I mean, this is really small little tufty bits because he hasn't got a full beard. Well, he has, but it's a bit patchy, so you just want to fill in his little patchy beard. Any tips? Hey man, I want to get into realism. How should I approach it? Do very simple things at the minute. Do very simple designs. I wouldn't go straight into portraits. It's the best. It's the hardest thing to do. And stay away from roses as well. People like to do roses. Don't do roses when you're new into realism. Do you first tattoo the outlines and then shades? No, I literally just go up from the bottom. So I'll use a shader. I won't really use an outline unless it's really thin on the outer layer. I'll use a little round liner on the hairs. But yeah, mainly it's just mag work, man. How do you like this YouTube game coming up? Anyway, coming back out. I've slacked a bit over the last few months, but it's because of personal reasons, really. So I'm very sorry that I haven't been on here more. I'm literally just sort of going in the direction of like this. What's your favorite needle grouping sizes? 0.30, which is bug pin. I'll have a 3-round liner, which I use for real small details like this. Then I'll use a 5 round shader, 0.30. This is all 0.30, so it's bug pin. It's a 10 gauge, so it's a hashtag 10. And then I will use a 9 curve magnum, 0.30. I'll use an 11 curve magnum, and I'll use a 15 curve magnum for the large areas. I'll use a 15, say, in here to really smooth it out and stuff like that. And that's it. Do you still use your Inkjet Flight Nano Elite? I don't. I haven't used that in years, actually. I need to sell that. I'm going to raffle that off, actually. Those of you that have messaged me for the raffle, I'm going to create one on raffle very shortly. There'll be about 300 tickets starting at $5, so, or £5, I suppose it is. Nah, probably less. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe less. I need to work it all out because the raffle site take a big chunk anyway. But if you want to do that, then that'd be really good. It'll be very affordable anyway. Very cheap. And let's face it, if you win a over $1,000 machine for £5, you'll be for $10, you'll be stoked, you know. So it's just one of them things. In it to win it, I suppose. I'm always playing raffle sites. It's bad. It's a form of gambling, I think. I like how this is turning out. I do like it. I'm gonna just pop that like that in there. Should I buy a wireless machine or RCA to start with? I think the wireless machine's now so good. I was very skeptical. People in my previous, that have watched my previous videos, I've been very skeptical about how consistent the voltage is and stuff like that. But to be honest, like, I've done some of my best work with wireless tattoo machines, so. I would definitely buy an RCA one though. My own opinion, much better if you practice tattooing realism on fake skin. I mean, you must know what tone to do. Yeah, exactly. Thank you for dropping the Ramini jewel. No, that's fine. Morning, do you use a BP around rough areas, elbows? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'd never use any other needle than a bug pin, to be honest. It's the only needle I use, so are bug pins. I'm just gonna do this, just literally just scribbling in there just to fill the space, just so I know what I'm working with when it comes to it. Where the beard, it's just beard texture, I suppose. So I'm not going to go by every line. I'm literally just going to make the thing up when I come to tattoo it. Exactly what I'm doing now, I'll just do when I'm tattooing. I'll probably use a 3-round shader for this bit to fill in these areas. And then I'll go up to a liner here and just really, you know, carefully put these bits in here. Just pick out these bits, pick out the details finally in there. Appreciate the likes on this video, guys. It's really good. Please smash that subscribe button if you're new as well. Got videos like this coming out every week, so hit that bell button as well, and you get a notification when I go live, so you don't miss a thing. And if you do miss it, it's in your emails as well, so you can have a look and watch it later on. I'm just literally doing this beard texture throughout the whole of this, so I'll just carry on doing this all the way down. Just double check that I'm on the right layer again, because it freaks me out. And then I'll be, well, on fake skin you can't really put white in because the white doesn't really show up, doesn't really pop it, so you just got to rely on, I mean, on fake skin it's sort of taught me to, it's really taught me to understand the negative spaces. in a tattoo, because on fake skin you can't put white in to really try and pop it out. So it is good to tattoo on fake skin for sure. There you go, we've got that beard now. It looks like he's got a dyed beard. See what it looks like. Looking good. I like it. Right, so that's that. All this is going to be black. Carry that on there. I'll just come around the head, the hat, I mean, like this. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to probably put that in black. Come up like that. And then do this in black as well. Fade that down. Boom. Put that in dark grey. Oh. Did I make a bad purchase buying the Elite Nano? No, it's good. I do like the machine. I just think it's quite hard to use. Like, there's so many different options with it. It just really confused me. But some of the best artists in the world use that machine. So I know it's a good machine. I know you could do some really good work. It just confuses me, which is why I just don't use it anymore. I want something that's plug in and play, and that's why I've spent thousands upon thousands on trying to find that machine, you know. And it's basically so you guys don't have to spend that much money trying to find it, you know. I don't know what the eye's for. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look, see where we are, see where we're at. I'll just put that in there. I think we are about there, guys, to be honest. I really do. I like to just toggle it on and off just to make sure I've got all the tones, so I can see in the nose I haven't quite got everything. Yeah, you've got a section here that just comes out. That's now gone on to that as well. You bastard. It comes out here. Like so. This comes up here as well, so we'll do that in there. And yeah, I think we are about there, guys, to be honest. I'll probably put the background in as well, why not? Kind of like how this looks, the shape of it. Cool. Just putting these details in here as well. Okay. I think that's it, guys. So what we're going to do now, I'm just going to double check it. I just want to see that nose in here because that's a bit suspect. Yeah, I thought as much. That's that line shouldn't be there. Let's just take that out. That's better. You can just bring this in as well. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that because it might, because it's tight. I'm going to take this one out as well, to be honest. Because it's quite tight on fake skin, it's quite easy to smudge it. So on human skin that'd be fine, but just gonna take that out as well, so it's not too much for the printer, you know. So I think I'm pretty happy with that, guys. I'm gonna just cancel that and just see where that goes. Yeah. That's cool. Nice. Just do that as well. Cool, man. I might leave that out. Just go into that when I need to go into that. Just don't want to confuse myself too much. So I'll leave it like that. I suppose I can just go up like this, really, because this is only this bit there, isn't it? Like that. That's good. It's good with me if it's good with you. What's going on? Cornelius Ingram, thank you very much, sir, for that comment. Yeah, I think we're good. To be honest. Looks like he's got actual hair. Right. Just going to check this eye out up here. Just going to check that out again. Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine, that. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to print this out and I'll show you how. So I'm going to bring you over to my printing place. Hold on. Okay, so let's take this over here. Okay, so we're at the printing place. This is the thing I've been using so far. It's called the Brother. It's all right. It's not too bad. It was quite expensive, but it's pretty good. So we'll turn this on. So you turn that on. Bang! You can see that now. I'll just give this another wipe. Better. So that's on. Cool. Bring over the iPad. So what I want to do is go up here. First of all, I want to turn that layer off. And then what I want to do, because this prints backwards, so you've got to flip this, even though this is the right way, it's going to be the right way when it prints out. So we need to flip this. I like to choose both the layers, so I'm flipping both of them. Go up here to there, to the arrow. Come down here to flip horizontal, bang, that flips it round. Actually looks pretty good that way, to be fair. And then what I'll do is I'll go back into the layers. Turn that off. I'll go into, make sure that layer's selected, and I'm going to go to saturation. Turn that to black. Turn it to black, so saturation all the way down. And then you go back up to there, into curves, layer, curves, layer. This pops up, and you want to bring this tone down so it just darkens it all up. You'll see this now. I'm flicking it between, so like this gives it the depth it needs to go through the printer really nicely. So you just got that all the way down, so I'm flicking that down like this, yeah. And then what you want to do is save it. So you want to go up there, share, go down to JPEG, exporting, and then you want to save image, export successful, and then you want to go back up, find your pictures. Where's my pictures? There they are. Bring up the thing. I'll go into the edit to make it even stronger black. I go into the edit and I'll press auto, and that just pops it out even more, you can see. Just makes it even more blacker. Then I'll go into exposure, keep that there. Brilliance. You can see that turns lighter and darker, I go all the way up to the darkest one. Not highlights, that's fine. Shadows, I go all the way to the darkest one. Contrast, all the way to the darkest one. Brightness, that's fine. Done. So that's now the piece ready to print out. Now what I do is go into another app, which is called the Brother I Print Screen. I'm just gonna quit that app actually while I'm here. Brother, print icing, print, and then find your photo, recents, find the picture down here, that's fine, into the done, that's ready to print. You can, from this page here, you can actually go up to the little thing up here and just resize however big you want your image to be. I'm thinking about that size really. Done. Can we move that? I'm not sure we can. Yes, we can. We can move that into the middle. Boom. Hold on one moment. So we'll get a, hold on a minute, guys. So first of all, then we grab a sheet like this of carbon printer sheet. You want to take that one out. The brown paper, discard that, don't need that. And then what you want to do, make sure it's all nice and flat. It's very hard doing this with one hand, to be honest. And you want to take this yellow sheet off. It's got a little bit at the top that you're supposed to bend over like that. That's what she said. And just make sure that rips out. Hold on, I need to go and grab grab my thing. Because this is a nightmare. Okay, here we go. This is better. Yeah, you grab the sheet. There we go. Why don't I do this in the first place, eh? So you grab on the seam where it rips, so it's easier to rip, and you just want to rip this yellow page off like that. So you're left with that, and then this goes in. Let me go into here, slide the printer along. This goes in here, it will grab it. You see that's just grabbed it, and you want to press this button here. You don't want to hold it down, because if you hold it down, it will go like that, and then you're fucked. Then you have to do it all again. So go back into it again. Whack it in nice and straight. It will grab it, then you want to press it quickly, just so you see it pop through the bottom. Nice. And you want to lift this up. Boom. Make sure it's nice and straight. You've got a bar here, like a roller bar. Make sure it's nice on either side. Whack that down. That's going to then grab it again. Make sure it's all nice and straight. And then you want to bring your iPad back. You press done. And that's what it's going to print out. It might be a bit too small, actually. Yeah, it's going to be a bit too small. I'm just going to resize this a bit bigger. There we go. Like that. And then you want to go done, and then you want to go print. Boom. That should do that. It should go yes, yes, yes. You want to keep it up like this. Oh my God. There we go. Kendrick is printed. Let's check him out. This is how I do my stencils, guys. Boom. He's printed. It's a good stencil. I like it. Rip that off. I like it. It's not bad. I'm actually just going to do it again, I think. I feel like it could be a bit better. No, you know what? I'm not going to do it again. I think that's good. I think it's good. I don't want to go crazy with it, to be honest. I think it's pretty good. You can see that there. It's not bad. It's not too shabby at all. As long as I've got the eyes in and the details on the lips, etc., I'm pretty happy with that. So what I do now, it's a good size as well. So what I do now is I'll cut it out with me scissors. Hold on. Here's some I prepared earlier. Let's move the printer out of the way. And I'll cut it out like so. Around the bits, leaving it about a couple centimeters away from where you've done. Like that. And then what you want to do is just put some slits, movement slits I call them. Just allows it to move around a bit. Like that, it's all frilly. And then let's head over to the fake skin. I'll prep that. I may as well do that in the same video. So we go over here into the fake skin. Whoop! There we go. We're in the fake skin now. Let me turn the light on. It's getting a bit dark. Now what I like to do, I'm probably going to put it. Well, there's Slim Shady. I'm going to pop it up in this corner here. You can see it's a bit messy. So I like to use Fairy Liquid. Bang, bang, bang. I'll just rub this in like this. Make sure it's all nice from grease and dust and God knows what else while it's been sat on the side forever, not doing nothing. I'll just make sure it's all nice and ready to go. Boom, boom, boom. Get some kitchen roll. Rub it off. See, that's a lot cleaner now. Make sure you rub it quite well because you will know about it. It's quite tacky now, so that's good. That's a good sign. What I'm going to do is just going to lay some kitchen roll underneath where I'm going to be stenciling it because my granite worktop, it's not granite, whatever it is, I can just feel it's I can feel the texture coming through and it's a bit bumpy, so I want to make sure the stencil I'm right. So what I do now, guys, is I'll get some alcohol, wherever the alcohol's gone. I'll just get some like Carex alcohol gel. I'll whack some of that on there as well. This is what I do with human skin as well. Running out of that, I need to get some more. I'll just do that as well. Make sure it's all nice. This fake skin, by the way, is called Real Skin. This is the best skin that I've used ever. There are different fake skins out there, but this is the best stuff, in my opinion. Okay, so that's all nice and alcoholed up. Again with the fake skin. Again with the kitchen roll. Make sure it's all nice and dry. Almost to a tacky consistency, but it really starts to pull. It's quite hard to rub down because it's gripping now, which is a good sign. Then so my stencil stuff is this stuff. I use the Nico Hurtado's Anchored. This is the best stuff in my opinion. It's the best stencil stuff I've ever used. Give it a really, really, really good shake. Stencil stuff is good, but Nico Hurtado's Anchored is very, 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 very good. Not too much now, probably about that much. Considering the size of that and that, it's not a lot, but this spreads like very good. I am using my hands on this because it's not a client's skin, so it's not too bad. I would be using gloves. I'd probably use gloves if I was you. It's good practice. Oh, I can just put a tiny bit more on. Not too much though, because you don't want to really, really saturate the area because you're going to know about it. Because the stencil just slip around. Just give it a nice, good old scrub down. And then what I want to try and do is just try and get it really even everywhere. So it's all good to go. I'm just going to use a tiny bit more, literally a drop, just to smooth over the bits. Cool. Right, now, this is the hard part. Getting your stencil to sit right. Once it's on, you can't move it around. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bang. We're in. We're on. We're ready. You really have to press down everywhere, guys. Everywhere. If you don't think you've pressed down enough, press down again. But do not lift your hand up, because you will know about it. Trust me, it will come off. You won't be able to do it, and you'll have to do that whole process again. Starting to now just curl up a bit now. So just want to be very careful. As long as you're pressing straight down, it's not too bad. I'm trying to attempt to lift this up so I can do this. Now, this is the moment of truth. This could have worked, or it could have been very, very bad. But we'll have a look. It's very light, but I think it's about there. I think we're all right. You can just see that very, very lightly, but I think that's enough for us to work off. It will develop over the next couple of days, so I'll just leave that on there. There's no smudging, which is good. That's what I care about the most. Yeah, I can go off that, guys. I can go off that. I'm going to leave that now for a fair few days. If it's this light, you can barely see this. If it's this light, you'll literally have to keep it going for a very, very, keep it drying for, I'm going to keep it probably drying for about a week, to be honest, guys, because it just gives it the best chance of staying on. And yeah, that is Kendrick Lamar now on the hit list for the next portrait. This was Shady. You can have a look at this close up. This is Shady. Aftermath G unit, you can see that. Shady, that's him. And then we've got Kendrick, soon to come. Come on, there we go. Bang. So I'm gonna leave that to dry now, guys, for about a week, and we will crack on. Here I am. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please smash that like button. Please subscribe. I'm sweating. I'm sweating. I'll just go through your comments, actually, your questions. Brian Romero, no worries, mate. Hope you're good. Shout out from Los Angeles, California. Why wait that long? June. Do you know what it is? Fake skin takes so long to, I mean, on real human skin, I would just wait a good 30 minutes before then starting to tattoo. But with fake skin, you really have to wait, because you'll just rub it off. It doesn't dry, it doesn't stain the silicone long enough. Even over like 24 hours, it's just gonna rub straight off, and yeah, you're screwed, really. So yeah, free Satsuma, that was the skin I'm using, is real skin. It's the best skin on the market, in my opinion. Am I bringing back the ink cam in your vids? I'd love to, but I can't without using a external system to upload both cameras. It's going to be really hard. How can I buy your course? I have zero experience, by the way. Yeah, do you know what my course is? I've spent the last 7 years, tattooing in different countries and stuff like that, picking things up from a lot of different artists, and I found all the best kind of information and the techniques you need to use in order to make really good tattoos. And I've just kind of taken all the hard kind of to understand spiel out of it, connected the dots, and just made it all really simple to follow. And again, like I say to people, I can give you all the information in the world. It's just what you then do to apply that information. It's going to be different. I can get information from all the different tattooists in the world, the top 10 tattooists categorized in the world, but then I might still not be able to do it because it's, I can't use the information and make it. I think everyone's got a ceiling to their ability, basically, but I've given people the best chance to try and make it in this industry with my course. But my course isn't on the website anymore. People abused it. Bad people abused it, and it's not available to buy on the website anymore. But I will be able. You still can buy it. I will just have to send you it privately, the full course via links and stuff like that. So I've got an email that I can send you. It's exactly the same course. I've added more content to it as well. So yeah, it's basically videos like this, just explaining everything I know about tattooing, how to stencil, how to set up your station, techniques I use. I'll then do the techniques on fake skin, and then I'll do the same technique on a human skin, and you could see the difference between the two and stuff like that. But yeah, please message me on Instagram, Oliver Air, at Oliver Air, and just say I want to buy the course. It is £500, so it's about $700 to buy, but I spent a year making it and filming it and editing it and making the website over 4 months and stuff like that. And yeah, that's why the price, I mean, it was more expensive, but it's come down. It's going to stay at that price now, and I believe it's the best course. It's the best course out there to learn. I tattoo eyebrows on women. How would I be able to do this on a potential client if they sent me a clear photo of the face prior? I have no idea. I'm not into microblading and stuff like that. I wouldn't use tattoo ink either. Real skin is so expensive, is it? I mean, it's the best stuff. So I think, when it comes to tattooing, I really do believe, like, I've used the cheap stuff, and as soon as I started spending money from my own pocket to get good stuff, that's when my level went up. But to practice, yeah, you don't need real skin as such. You can just buy fake skin from Amazon, but just be careful, because it's, the stencil might not stick as much and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Dude, he's Len did it all on his own, and thank you if that was about me. Why does 3.5mm better than 4.2 Bishop? Because the 3.5mm is more of a shader. It's a shorter stroke, so you get more of an easier shading experience. It's a lot smoother on the skin. It's a lot less trauma as well. 4.2mm, you'll see the mag lines. You know how in the previous video to this one I posted up about like hand speed versus voltage speed. So basically, if you use a longer stroke machine, you know the time's a lot longer than a shorter stroke. So one is going to be smoother on a 3.5, and it's going to hit just hard enough to get the ink in first time, second pass. And a 4.2mm, you're going to struggle to get a smooth blend. It's more of a packing machine or a liner. That isn't AK-47 in the background. It is. It's just a picture. It's just a picture. Is this Kendrick? No, it's Rocky. ASAP. So yeah, right guys, anyway, thank you so much. I'm gonna shoot off now because my daughter's birthday tomorrow, so I'm gonna sort all that stuff out. Yeah, if you do want to buy my course, then just give me a shout. I can split it up into segments if you wanted to buy a bit and then save money and then buy another. There's four modules, so I can just split it up into the four modules and give you them. But other than that, yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Thank you very much for watching the video. It's now well over an hour. I can't wait to tattoo this. And I have done a video as well explain. Let me know if you guys want to see this. I've got a video explaining the Bishop 1 shader with compared to, where's it gone? Compared to the EXO. The EXO. So I've got these two together. I have recorded a video. Let me know if you want to see what I think about these machines and which one I think's best. Yeah, let me know. I mean, this along with the batteries and stuff like that is well over $2,000. It's a crazy machine. And this, yeah, this is about $1,000, isn't it? So this is half the price of this. So yeah, let me know if you want to see that video. I'll drop it ASAP. And yeah, bang. I love how this feels. I love it. But it's just nowhere near as good as this machine. That's a little disclaimer. This is just, you just can't beat this machine, I'm afraid. It's the best tattoo machine I've ever used. Unreal. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. Please smash that like button. Please subscribe. Please subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.